tradition.
Crimson.
Epic.
Insane.
Awesome.
Electrifying.
Glory.
Exhilarating.
Excellent.
Revenge.
Houndstooth.
Cutthroat.
Intense.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Competitive.
Honor.
Incredible.
Tradition.
I'm Eric Turner from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Lindsay Greenberg, Los Angeles, California.
Pam Patterson from Columbus, Ohio.
Ellie Duconer from Atlanta, Georgia.
Taylor Pickett, Nashville, Tennessee.
Grace Duconer from Johns Creek, Georgia.
Madeline Nolan, I'm from Middletown, Delaware. Connor Griscom from Swedesboro, Woolwich, New Jersey.
I'm Paul Brazy from Akron, Ohio.
Adam Gabriel from Gadsden, Alabama.
Roll Tide.
From the campus of the University of Alabama, live sports. From Alabama's sports team, this is WVUA Sports.
And welcome in, everybody, to Sports Saturday. I'm BJ Millican.
And I'm Jen Chapman. It's the last regular season week of college football. That means it's the Iron Bowl. And we can't show the highlights because the game is still going on. But here is an update. It is 42-36, and Alabama is on top, and they actually are in the red zone right now. Don't worry, although we may not be able to show you the highlights, we have a full wrap-up coming up later tonight.
That's right. Stay tuned to us at 11:30. We might push it back a little bit further tonight. We're going to bring you Iron Bowl highlights, post-game sound, much more from the game. But let's now do some highlights.
There we go.
You want to do it?
You start it off.
All right. Egg Bowl. Dr. Bo on senior day. He was hobbled on this one. But this is the kind of game, Jen, where legends are made. Down 3 in the third, Bo finds Evan Ingram, and he does the rest. Makes a defender miss, and he is off. 83 yards. He is brought down at the 2. They'd score on a short touchdown. Now, with 9 minutes to go, the Rebs up a score, trying to salt this one away. Look at that! Some trickery. Jordan Wilkins to Cody Core. Ole Miss! What? They win the Egg Bowl, spoiling State's chances at a playoff berth. And that clinches the West for Alabama.
The undefeated Seminoles trying to avoid the upset at the hands of the Gators. Things not looking good for Jameis Winston in the first quarter. He was picked off not once, not twice, but 3 times before the quarter even ended. But these Seminoles have come from behind all year long, and they would do it again. Winston to Terrence Smith to give the Noles the lead. And then later, Winston would open the door back up for the Gators when Brian Poole gets Winston's 4th interception of the day. But Gators kicker Austin Harden, who had already made 4 field goals, would miss a 52-yarder and a 42-yarder. The Seminoles remain undefeated and are headed to the ACC Championship to face Georgia Tech.
Just a guy that did it the right way. I mean, I hold my head walking out of here. We did things the right way. We didn't win enough games. I was asked to clean up a program. We did that. I got to do my TV show tomorrow. When you get fired, I'm not a very good negotiator, you know. So I agreed to do that. That'll be a blast. And then so. You want to do one more with us? No, I'm done. I'm done.
Well, he took being a good sport. It's been 13 years since the Yellow Jackets have beat the Dogs, number 16 Georgia Tech against number 9 Georgia. Fourth quarter, that's Zach Lasky runs in from 8 yards out to give the Yellow Jackets a 4-point lead. The Dogs respond with a score of their own with only 18 seconds to go. Georgia thinks they're about to win it. No, not quite. Harrison Butker to tie things up with a 53-yarder. Way to go, kicker. He'll go there. And then overtime, Lasky from 2 yards out. The Yellow Jackets end the drought against Georgia 30-24.
Oh my, the Battle of the Palmetto State. South Carolina strikes first. Pharaoh, let my Cooper go. He's in the Wildcat, or as I like to call it, the Wild Coop. 20 yards, Carolina up early, but it did not last. That crazy Chad Morris offense gets crazy. Artavius Scott, untouched, 53 yards for the Clemson score. The route is on. They're getting all Dabo all over them. This time, the other side. Scott does the same thing. 70 yards, Clemson all over the Gamecocks, 35-17. Coach Spurrier's crew ends the year at 6-6.
Sort of like I told our team, Clemson was better than us. They were better than us today. Played better and they coached better. And we got beat, simple as that. They're a real good team. Their defense stymied us pretty well most of the day. And they ran for a bunch of yards here and there on us. So give those guys credit. They're better than us.
There you go. Coach Spurrier not pulling any punches. There were punches, though, for Louisville and Kentucky. They hate each other. They were brawling before the game, and it was a fight on the field, too. Late fourth quarter, Kentucky down 4. Stanley Williams, muscles his way to the end zone for his second score of the day. I bet he works out. Wildcats lead, but Louisville comes right back. Brandon Ratcliffe, easy peasy lemon squeezy. 4 yards. 4 lead changes in the final quarter alone. Patrick Tolles, he's going to have 1 shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. Oh, no. Interception. Louisville wins 44-40.
Well, this next game, not as exciting as that last one.
Nah.
SEC matchup, Tennessee and Vandy. The scoring starts midway through the first quarter. Cameron Sutton on the punt return. He goes 76 yards, cutting it back and forth, and he makes it the first score of the game, so the Vols get out to the early lead. And then after that, Vandy ties it up. But Tennessee is going to respond. Joshua Dobbs gets one of his 2 touchdowns on the day. The Volunteers stay in control of this one. They hold on for a 24-17 win.
They're bowl eligible now.
Correct. And we have more to come on Sports Saturday.
We absolutely do, including a look at our play of the day. It's a good one. And who can make a move in the top 7 as we race to the finish of the college football season. Next, though, one of the major contenders takes a hit without losing a game. We'll discuss it when Sports Saturday returns. We are back with our play of the day. It comes from that Georgia Tech game. Damian Swan says, look what I found. Oh, I got the ball. He strips Justin Thomas of the ball, takes it 99 yards for the score. It would not be enough, though. Georgia Tech wins the game.
Didn't even look like anyone wanted to chase him down.
They
just were like, whatever.
Georgia Tech, though, is going to face Florida State in the ACC title game with the nation behind the Yellow Jackets.
Everyone wants to see the Noles slip up.
They do.
And miss the college football playoff.
People hate Florida State.
Everybody. Maybe. Here's a look at the poll from 4 to 7. Important games down the stretch for all of these teams. We've already seen some of them today. Let's look at some more. Number 6, Ohio State hosting Michigan. The Buckeyes trailing in the second quarter. Quarterback J.T. Barrett looking for somewhere to go, showing he can get things done on his own. A 25-yard run to tie things up at 14. But the Wolverines don't back down. Third quarter, Drake Johnson, 4 yards out. We got ourselves a tied game at 21. I don't think many people saw that coming. But then the Buckeyes take over, rattling off 21 unanswered points. Barrett did leave the game injured, another quarterback for Ohio State injured, and they win 42-28, Big Ten championship next week against this next game's winner.
That's right, and that is Wisconsin hosting Minnesota. They play for an axe, Jen. Did you know that?
Oh, I did know that. I've been there.
How about that? Minnesota wants that axe. David Cobb breaks into the Badgers secondary. It's not a good place to be if you're from Wisconsin. They will not catch him. 40 yards. Gophers up 14-3. Whiskey only up 2 with 4 minutes. Joel Stave finds Robert Wheelwright. That's his first catch of the year, and it's a touchdown. Wisconsin wins the axe. There it is. They're going to face Ohio State for the Big Ten title. Be careful with that thing, guys. Hey, Baylor's Bryce Petty was hurt, so enter backup quarterback Seth Russell. Russell's like, okay. Touchdown. Levi Norwood makes the catch. Watch it again. Bears up by a bunch, 42-17, but Cliff Kingsbury starts guns up. Down just 8 here in the fourth quarter. Patrick Mahomes with the bomb to Bradley Marquez. Are you kidding? Tech's got to go for 2 and the tie. Mahomes, though, this is not exactly the optimal play that they wanted to run. Mahomes can't find anybody except white shirts. That's not his team. They lose. Baylor survives on the road, 48-46.
Let's keep the in-state rivalries alive. We've got Kansas at Kansas State. First quarter, Jake Waters on the QB keeper, 1 yard out to put the Wildcats on the board first. But State would come up with some interceptions just less than a minute later, so Waters strikes again, this time a 44-yard pass to Tyler Lockett. Here we go.
Locking it up.
Woo! And he's in. Nice Waters catch. With over 300 yards offense, throwing for 4 TDs, running for 1, as Kansas State wins 51-13. UAB on the road at Southern Miss. No big deal for these guys. First quarter, Cody Clements to Tristan Henderson. This would be a 24-yard touchdown score. Do a little dance. He's happy with that one. And then later, it's Clements to J.J. Nelson From 14 yards out, Clements throws for 3 touchdowns en route to a 45-24 win. UAB is now bowl eligible with their win today.
Good job, Bill Clark and company.
Congratulations. Still more to come as we wrap up Sports Saturday.
That's right. Next up, we're going to show you Senior Day for Alabama volleyball. Plus, we'll discuss what's next should Alabama take care of business tonight and head to the SEC Championship game. They're actually already going to go. The Missouri Tigers. Stay with us. Sports Saturday is coming right back after the break.
Alabama women's volleyball last home game of the regular season. After winning the first set 25-11, Sierra Wilson sets up Emily Stebbins with the kill that Tennessee can't return. Tide take the second set 25-20. Third set is all the Tide would need as Brana Evangelista puts this point away to seal the match. Alabama gets their 25th win this season, a school single season record. They will await to find out if they make the NCAA tournament. Don't forget to stay with WVUA for your Iron Bowl coverage. After the game is over, probably around 11:30 p.m., we'll rejoin you for highlights, Nick Saban's post-game reaction, and reaction from the players. That is hopefully around 11:30 as the game is still going on. And with an Alabama win, the Tide already know who it would face next week in Atlanta.
That's right. Either way, Bama is in, and I'm not sure anyone would believe it, but it's the Missouri Tigers.
More Tigers.
Here we are. Gary Pinkel's crew did it again. Yesterday, Maddie Mock and company came from behind at home to knock off a red-hot Arkansas team 21-14. It's the second year in a row they've won the Eastern Division, and check this stat out. They've won 2 East titles in 3 years in the league. That's as many as Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Vanderbilt, Kentucky, and South Carolina combined.
That means a lot of them have 0.
Exactly.
That's math.
Mississippi State has 1, South Carolina has 1 as well. So that's the 2 combined. That's all the time we have for now. We will rejoin you in about an hour, depending on when this game ends for post-game coverage. Right now, who's the big guy?
Well, Alabama's up 48-36.
That's right.
And I don't know, are you specifically talking about a player? Because Amari Cooper is having a huge game right now.
He absolutely is. Amari Cooper, 12 catches, 224 yards, 3 touchdowns for him. We'll break it all down coming up later. And don't forget, WVUATV.com for everything that you missed from today's CTKO, everything that we will have on the game tonight, all the post-game, Nick Saban's comments, and everything. So make sure to tune in. That's at about an hour from now. Thank you so much for watching, and good night, everybody.
Good night.
At least.